Yep, it's a late live, but it's alive. Say hey, guys. Oh, let me make sure. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Hey, Shani. Hey, Toria. Hey, Daviana. Hey, my babies. Yeah, it's a late live. I know. I know. I was intending to go live earlier, y'all, but today is the first day being back after being out for the past 2 weeks. Y'all know I had some health stuff going on with myself. Then I lost my aunt, so it's been a lot of different events going on. But I'm still here, still making it, still pushing. I miss you guys too. I know y'all been like, Miss Nene, where you been? We looking for some information. I know y'all are. I'm gonna try to give y'all as much as I can within 30 minutes because I know it is late. But hey, I got to get it in when I can get it in, and I can get it in right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go and get it in. Just so I can say I'm back. So first of all, let me say I appreciate everyone who has been sending words of encouragement, prayers for me and my family. Thank you guys. Gratitude from the bottom of my heart. I really do mean it because it's not often that you find people who care about what you're going through. People don't tend to see past their own need for you sometimes. So the fact that I have so many of you guys that were saying, Miss Nene, we understand, and to take your time, I really do appreciate that. The ID verification, say we finna talk about it, okay? So let me first say, if you filed with AKA Taxes or AKA Unlimited Affiliates or anybody with AKA, and you need to do your state return, I am going to ask that you please go to your mobile apps if you need to do state only now. And please put your county that you live in so I can get your state returns done this week. Same stands true for individuals who need to amend. I am starting on amended returns this week as well. So if you need to do an amendment, please put a message in your mobile app in the chat to let me know what you're needing to amend so I can make sure I try to get to it as soon as I can. Okay, Amber, I'll check on Cody's stuff in the morning, love. Jamaica, I need the county that you in. So in the chat, put the county that you stay in. Anybody that needs to do their state with me, if you have not filed your state yet and I need to do it, I need for you to put in the county that you live in, okay? We're going to talk about all the adjustments. Someone just put the code up where they got a partial refund. If you got a partial refund and it's a notice issued, that means you're going to have to send in some kind of proof, whether it's for your dependents, for a business that you claimed. If you put school on there, you're going to need the 1098T from the school. If it's for the dependents, just know you're going to need birth certificates, social security cards, proof that that person did live with you. And then if you're doing head of household, you need a utility bill or a lease for 2021. So now listen, when y'all start responding to these notices where they're asking you for the information, the 971 just means that they adjusted something. But if y'all are getting notices saying you need to provide additional information for your return, this is for my take action, it's saying that it's being reviewed. Just know the information you're sending in should not be dated for 2022 because it's asking for 2021 information. Please send in documentation from 2021. You can't send in a light bill from this month as proof of what you're filing last year. You have to send in proof that is dated for the year that they are requesting. So, like I said, if you're head of household and you're needing to send in that stuff, then you need to make sure it is for the year that they're requesting, which is 2021. Okay. So let me put this up, Brandy, because I know a lot of people are asking about that. So if you are seeing this message, we apologize, but your refund has been delayed beyond the normal time frame. And to please give them time, that just means that it's being resequenced. They are still working on it. So no, it doesn't mean you're not getting processed. It just means that they had to resequence it and put it back in. So it will still be processed. Remember, 152 code, guys, is normal processing. If you don't believe me, type it in, look it up, go to the IRS website, type in that code, and you will see that is the normal processing code. Ebony, they're being so rough because they were so easy last year. And I told y'all in June, July, when they started passing all this stuff, I said, y'all, they're going to find a way to come back at us. And they're finding a way to come back at us. Okay. The next big update will be Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Y'all already know Saturday is a given. So if you don't see a change in your status by Thursday morning, just hold on until Saturday morning. 9 times out of 10, if you have a still being processed or you still have it is being processed, then your date can pop up at any minute. Now remember, where's my refund? It updates, but your money can already be in your account and it don't show on the website. So I say check your bank accounts first before you even check your transcripts. Check your bank accounts because that money can be in there before it's on the transcript or on Where's My Refund. But the next updates this week will be Wednesday and Saturday. So just check your status the middle of the week. If it don't update to show a deposit date for Monday or Tuesday, Saturday it'll show up for deposit date for next Wednesday. So those are the next big deposit updates. Saturdays really is the only day that I check. Don't too many people update during the week. Mostly everyone updates over the weekend. Okay. So Melina said, is the error department an actual department? Yes, it is. But let me explain, Melina, what the errors department do. They make adjustments. Now, a lot of you guys are seeing that they have adjusted your refund. Now, let's talk about why you're seeing this. Because remember, you've seen so many articles saying what? Oh, if you're claiming a child and you didn't get the stimulus and somebody got the stimulus, then you can go back and get the stimulus again if you didn't get it. No, you cannot. They are not letting you double dip on stimulus payments. I don't care what articles you read. I don't care what publications you got. If you know like I know and you've seen like I've seen, they are adjusting anybody's refund that have dependents that have already had stimulus payments paid out. They're taking those $1,400 back. Now, if you want to know if it's the stimulus that they adjusted, look at your refund. Look at what was expected and what the actual refund is. A lot of people are saying, I don't owe nothing. I don't owe nothing. They changed it. They changed it. Well, they changed it because you requested stimulus for someone who was already claimed and paid. They are not letting you double dip like that. Okay? So that's the first thing. Anybody who is seeing adjustments with their refunds, stimulus is what they're taking off or adding on. The second thing that they're taking off is the look back credit. If you are using a 2019 AGI and in 2019 you were audited or amended or made a change, and the amount you are using is what was on your original 2019 and not what was adjusted by the IRS, then they are holding it and adjusting it themselves. Remember, I told y'all that they are making adjustments to these credits for themselves. Okay. 570 code means you have something that is coming. You have a notice. 9 times out of 10, the notice you're getting is about the adjustment. Okay. Lisa, let me see. You said the IRS isn't accepting my filing via electronic. They're asking a pair to mail in my filing for 2021. Okay, Lisa, so you got to have an IP pen if it is not allowing you to electronically file. For my individuals who say, Ms. Nene, I have an IP pen, I haven't got my pen, the letter, I got the one from last year. You cannot use your 2020 IPPN on your 2021 tax return. They issue those numbers every year. Every year you get a new number issued. It's a 6-digit number, and it changes every tax season. So if you do not have your IPPN and you need to get it, use the recovery tool online or either call the phone number and see if you can verify over the phone and have that letter mailed out. If you fail to verify or if you cannot get access, then you will have to mail in your return and do a paper. Secondly, 8962s. A lot of people are saying, hey, I didn't have Marketplace. Y'all remember we went through this last year. I had insurance through the state. No, I was pregnant, Miss Nene. I had a baby. I didn't have Marketplace. Well, yes, you did. If it is saying anything about reject code for an 8962, the 8962 ties to your 1095A, which is Marketplace Insurance. 1095B, 1095C do not have to be reported. The A is the only one that has to be reported. It comes directly from the marketplace, and you have to have it. There is no way around it, okay? Like I was just saying with people who have IPPNs, how they can mail in their return and still get it processed. Well, if you have a 1095A, that 8962, it is not going that you can't mail that in without that 1095A and 8962. So just know you can go to marketplace.gov. If it is rejecting, I've had one client who really did not have it, but they said they did. They have a fraud case open, but the marketplace has to issue something to the Internal Revenue Service saying that they did not receive it before they can file. So their return is on hold. But if you know that you have a reject code that says 8962 for a form 8962, that means you has marketplace. Please get it to your tax preparers. If you're doing it yourself, go to marketplace.gov and pull up your 1095A and enter that information. It will generate on the 8962 for you, and you use that, send it in, and your return will be accepted. Here's the bad news. Not everybody's got kicked back out if they had an 8962. Meaning some people returns was accepted, and now you're seeing that still being processed with no tax code, no nothing. That's either one or two things: identity verification, or they have paused processing your refund until they receive something. If that is the case, then you're going to get a letter from the integrity department asking you to send in your 8962, your 1095A, and that cover sheet that they mail you. So if that is the case, if you want to try to hurry up and push it along a little bit, you don't want to try to wait no 2 or 3 weeks to see what it is that they're asking. If you know it's not identity verification, then go ahead and go to Marketplace and see if you have anything up there for 2021. Look, y'all, they don't care if you had Marketplace for 1 day, 1 month, or 2 weeks. If your name is in that system as having marketplace insurance coverage for 1 day, then you will have a 1095A. So for everyone that is saying, well, Ms. Nene, I signed up, but I didn't keep it. I only had it for like a few weeks and I let it go. Doesn't matter. You have a 1095A. Contact Marketplace so you can get that done, so you can go ahead and get your money. Okay? I'm trying to see, because y'all throwing all these codes up here. The codes y'all are throwing is what I just said. Okay? The codes that y'all are the 570, 971. 970 is a whole, 971 is them releasing it, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. But 970, either way it go, mean that 97 anything, 970 or 971, that means that they held it, they need to verify something, and then they'll release it once they verify on their end. Now, if it's something that they cannot verify, if they can't verify, then you will go to a manual review. Manual review, y'all don't like the word, but I'm going to say it, is an audit. That means that it is a person who will be manually going through your tax return, verifying everything that you sent. That is from filing status to dependents to income to credits to deductions. They will go through everything. That is why when they send you those notices, you will see a list of everything that they say. Hey, if you had this, and this, send in this, and this. That is a manual review. That is if they cannot verify something on their own. Usually the IRS tries to verify the information without contacting you. Now, I can say that they are not keen on just everyone is trying to say, oh, they audited. No, they try not to audit. I promise y'all they don't. But if it's something they can't verify on their end, yeah, they will ask us to send in that information. But if you see the 570 and it says notice issued, that means they made some kind of change themselves. Nothing for you to do. Don't get to blowing up your tax people talking about, hey, they said they sending out something, and do you know what they sending out? Doesn't matter, because by the time you get the letter, whatever change they've made has already been done. You probably have the little refund, whatever, more or less, because I have had people where they had the 570, but they added something. Most likely they added a stimulus. That's all I've seen them add. I have not seen them adding on like missing CTC payments for a newborn. I have not seen that adjustment. I have seen them add stimulus though, but I've also seen them taking a lot of stimulus payments away. So y'all just be careful when you're going and you're, especially for my parents who have been letting other people or the other parent claim a child, and then this year you like, nope, I'm claiming my own kids. You can only get the CTC. You can't go saying, oh, I ain't get the stimulus either for my child. Put the stimulus on there for my child too. Those are the ones that they're adjusting. Okay. So is that I'm Money Brown? She said 570 or he, I don't know which one, baby. I don't want to, but the Brown say 570 additional account transaction pending. They are adjusting. So y'all look, check your returns. And I am proud of y'all. Let me say that the 2 weeks I have been out, I have noticed that y'all have not been breaking these people's systems down. Even though their system has been having glitches, y'all have not been the ones causing it. And I am so proud of y'all. So y'all please keep this same momentum going, okay? Don't just start checking it every day, seeing is it updating, is it updating? Y'all know it do not update like that. Y'all know it updates on certain days. The biggest updates occur over the weekends, which is Saturday mornings. So, like I said, if you wake up on Wednesday or Thursday and you don't see no movement, just wait till Saturday, because most likely that's when it will move. Most likely it will change on Saturday to show an upcoming deposit date for next Wednesday. Very little people get deposits on Mondays and Tuesdays. The biggest deposit dates happens on Wednesdays. When that occurs, those changes show up on Saturday, the week before. So this, let's see, it's going to be the 2nd. This Wednesday is the 2nd. So the next update after the big one, which is March 2nd, will be March 9th. Okay. Yes, it'll be some people who see some dates for the 6th or the 7th or the 8th. It's going to be little amounts, but the biggest drops come on Wednesdays. The majority of everyone gets refunds on a Wednesday. Okay. Even if you got a prepaid card and it posts early, your date will still reflect on a Wednesday. Okay. So y'all keep in mind, check your stuff, your bank accounts, not your transcripts, not where's my refund. If you want to check something every day, check your bank account every day. That's what you check every day. Don't check where's my refund constantly. Don't check your transcripts constantly, because y'all do know every time you check your transcript, what happens? You get a letter, right? From the IRS saying, hey, we just contacting you, letting you know that something was requested electronically. Your file was viewed electronically on this day. It's a security protocol. So that's why I say, y'all don't go to checking y'all transcripts every day. It doesn't do you any good. If you want to check something every day, look at that bank account every day. You can check your bank account as many times as you want, right? Yeah, March 2nd is the big deposit day. And after March 2nd, the next big one will be March 9th. Okay, Wednesdays. Y'all listen to me. Wednesdays is the biggest deposit days of the week. Yes, you may see somebody got a deposit date on a Monday. You may see somebody got a deposit date on a Tuesday, but mostly everybody you know gets it on a Wednesday. Like I said, even if you use a prepaid card and your money show up on a Friday and it's still saying that it's processing, and then when you wake up the next day, you got your refund on a Friday, but it don't show on the website until Saturday. And even then, it's going to show a deposit date for that following Wednesday. So just know, no, I'm not, Daedra. I'm trying to answer them as best I can. It's just a lot of them are steady coming through, and a lot of them are repetitious. It's the same questions. So, yeah. What was your question though, Mama? What was it? Because I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. And usually when I go into it, I stay in it until I get it all out. Okay. What you say? I claimed my niece last year, but not this year. My baby was born March of 2021, but they aren't giving me the stimulus for her. Do you know why? Um, because you're saying you already received it. That's why, Denisha, whoever is doing your taxes, or if you're doing it yourself, Mama, the reason why it's not giving it to you for your baby in 2021, because you're saying you already received 2,800. So if you know that you're trying to get the stimulus and the CTC for the child that you had, and not that the child that you used to claim, then you need to make it as if you're only getting it for yourself. Meaning, when you go to the stimulus question, you shouldn't say that you received 28. You should say you received 14. Now, here's the kicker, and I hate to let you know this, little mama, but if you got the CTC payments for your niece, yeah, they're going to take the CTC payments out from that newborn. So if you already received 1,800, they're only going to give you 1,800, even if you did just have your baby. Now, granted, they will give you your 14, but they're not going to give you that 436. Because either way it go, it still showed that you received payments, CTC. And remember, CTC was an advance on your refund. It's not based on your child. It is based on you. So regardless, when you say, yeah, I received CTC payments, it's going to take it out regardless of what you have on there. Okay? Let me see. See, y'all, the questions are going so quick and I'm trying to answer. I cannot answer everybody. Can you get an advance and they still hold your money? Yes, you can. Yes, ma'am. Gustavo, yes, they can. What about 2021 babies? How come some people are getting stimulus and CTC and some are not? Christina, because it's about how you're putting it in. So the exact reason I just said is the reason why people who have babies that was born in 2021, they're not getting that full $5,000, because in the previous year they had a child on there and they got CTC. And so when they put it in, it takes away that amount that they already received for that child. Same stands true for stimulus. So if you, let's say, the situation the young lady just asked about, she had a dependent, she was carrying her niece, and they sent her the EIP letter saying she got paid 2,800 already in stimulus. And when she put her baby on there and took the niece off, she put in, she got 2,800 in stimulus, when she should only say she only got 14. And that way it'll generate for the baby instead of saying she's already got paid for the baby. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't, but hey, guys, that's how it goes. So that is why some people are seeing it and some people is not. The 152, as long as you see 152, 152 is the normal processing code. 570 is they're adjusting something. 970 is a freeze. 971 is a reverse freeze. But either way it goes, when you see those codes, you will get a notice. And it will tell you what they changed, what they're looking for, or what you're going to get. Now, I know a lot of y'all like to go off of those transcripts. Those codes change constantly. The as of date, I've been getting a lot of questions about the as of date. The as of date doesn't mean anything. It just means that by that date, your transcript should be finished processing. That is why when you look at it, it is like 2 or 3 weeks out from the date that you look at it. So if you look at it tonight, today is what, the 28th? So it'll say as of March 15th or as of March 18th. They're saying that by that date, you should be done. That is not always true, okay? Because it can update. The longer, I mean, that's just how it is. As of dates mean nothing. If you want to know when you're going to be getting it, the 846 code, and then it will have where your minus, and it'll have the refund amount. Let's say the refund is 5,000. So when you look at it at the time it's populating, it'll have minus 5,000. When you look at it and you see it say zero balance, that means they have cashed you out. Okay? That means you have an 846 code when you see it go to 0. Okay? Okay, let's see. I am a pro since 2019, currently waiting on IRS to issue my EFIN. However, was wondering if I could purchase your software. Natasha, inbox me, love. I ain't mean to put your comment up. Inbox me, Natasha. Let me see. I'm trying to catch. Okay, Dior say, Delanda, I'm steady seeing the 886. What is that? Are you trying to say the 8862, the 8863? Like you're missing a number off of that. Honey, if you can tell me which one it is, and I can tell you what form it is, what credit. Because the 8862 is for people who were disallowed and they need to file an 8862 in order to get the credit back, and an 8863 is education credit. So that's saying you was in college if you need to do an 8863. But Delanda, I don't know which one you're doing, baby, because it just says 886. I don't know what the 886 is. I filed my daughter this year, so the examination department holding my funds for additional CTC in 1400, but somebody else got it for her last year. Okay. So, Dior, the reason why they're holding it, Mama, I'm just being honest, is because you're probably requesting the stimulus payment where it's already been paid out, and they're going to adjust it and take that off. So they won't take off your CTC, but they will take off their stimulus. Okay? And everybody that has the delayed processing, guys, like I said, if you see it saying that it's been delayed, that just means they resequenced it most likely and put it back into the system. So you'll probably see updates for some of those that got the delayed message. Wait till Saturday. They are updating them. They are putting them back in. They're trying to get them out. They're not trying to have a repeat of 2020 because they still have millions of people that they have to issue refunds for from 2020. So just know they're not trying to repeat that. They're not trying to hold up anybody returns, because guess what? The longer they hold your refund, what happens? And we all seen it. It builds interest. They not trying to keep on paying interest on this money. So they are going to try to get it out to you as quickly as possible. But just know, Saturday, all the ones who have the delayed, it is being delayed. Most of you guys will probably see dates for March 9th. I said it. Yes, I did. Most of you guys on Saturday will see dates for March 9th that have that delayed message. They are putting them back in. It's being resequenced for whatever reason. It was lost in the system. The system kicked it out. They had to pull it back in. Whatever the reason was for the resequence, it will be put back in. Let me see. Can you answer my question? Why my AGI wrong? I know it's right. Daedra, because you may need to look at your 2019 transcript and make sure the IRS did not make any adjustments to your income for that year. Anybody that's saying, hey, it's saying my AGI is wrong and I know my AGI is right, don't look at your tax return. Because if the IRS is saying that it is not right in their system, most likely they made some kind of adjustment whether you know about it or not. So go get your transcripts. Request your transcripts. If you feel like, hey, I know I'm looking at my tax return and this is what it was, and this is what I got my refund and everything, make sure the IRS have not made any adjustments. Okay? If you got the 846 code, that means it's a date. No, not a date soon. It's going to be a date next to the 846 code. So, Talisa, so if you see 846, look at the date right next to it. That is your deposit date. Okay. Becky, you say what happens if you put the wrong routing number? Most likely it is going to attempt to make the deposit. Once it sees that that account is not linked to anything, it sends it back to the IRS. Now, this is for individuals who does self-prepared, meaning you file it yourself or whoever do it for you, file it and they let the money come directly to your account versus using a bank. If that is the case, Becky, then you are going to have to wait for a paper check from the IRS. And it usually takes about a week for the check to go back. I mean, the deposit to go back and for it to be kicked out into a paper check. So you're looking at like a 2 or 3 week delay between getting the deposit returned and the check issued back out to you. Let's see. Okay, so if you got the NA on your transcripts after you filed, that means that it has not populated. That does not mean that you have to file or you haven't filed. It just means your transcript has not populated. And let me tell you what's crazy about that, though, Quisha. It can say NA today. You can go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, and wake up and have a whole bunch of everything on a transcript. And you, like it said, none of this yesterday. So all of that stuff can happen simultaneously. It does not take no 2 or 3 days for it to put a line here, a line there. When it come in, it can come in already completed. Okay, Quisha? So you just, like I said, check your bank accounts. If y'all want to check something, please check your bank accounts. Okay, so the 866 HDEP, Brianna, that means that you need to prove your head of household status. That means you need to send in a utility bill, a lease, or something to prove that you were the main provider for that address for you to be considered head of household. So that's what that is. Okay. Deja say 570 and 971 code got a CPO 5 letter saying I don't need to do anything. And my where's my refund saying we received your tax refund and it is being processed. So Deja, listen to me, mama. They are verifying something on their end themselves. They don't want you to send in nothing. They just letting you know, hey, it's taking longer, but we are verifying on our end. Your update can happen on Saturday as well. You can see your date just show up because once they verify, they will push it on through the system and you'll get your date. Okay. Okay, how do you check your state for Michigan? Each state, if you're trying to find out the status of your state refund, each state has its own revenue service. So if you are in Michigan, you're going to go to Michigan Revenue Service, Mississippi State Revenue Service, Georgia State Revenue Service. So each state has its own revenue service. They do offer you to, just like, well, where's my refund? They do have a way for you to track your state refunds online as well, but you have to go through the state revenue website. Okay. So you can't go through Where's My Refund to find out where your state is. You have to go to your specific state revenue website and look at it from there. Maya said, what does it mean when the Where's My Refund status says we have received your tax return and it is being processed? Maya, most likely, you need to either identity verify or it's something that they're going to do on their end themselves. For the ones who said, Miss Nene, my 152 disappeared. Now I just got the one line saying that it is being processed. 9 times out of 10, you are missing an 8962 and your 1095A. So yeah, it could mean a couple of things. A notice issued isn't one thing. A notice issue could mean audit. It could mean adjustment. It could mean nothing but, hey, we're taking longer because we're verifying. You don't have to do anything. But a notice issued does not always mean the exact same thing. Lexi, can you please explain why did I get red flag when I haven't changed anything? I've always claimed my own kids. Nothing changed. My income is the exact same as last year. Literally nothing changed. I've been on 570 since 2/8. It has a processing date 2/28 and an as of date of 3/7. Please tell me there is hope for processing soon. Okay, Lexi. So, what makes you think you were red flagged, if you don't mind me asking? Because that, if you didn't see take action or it is being reviewed, then you're not red flagged. So, Lexi, I want you to let me know, love, why you think you were red flagged. And I'm gonna wait for your answer. I'm gonna be looking over here so I can see it. What does it mean when your filing status changed from head of household to single? Miss Carla, that mean that they said for whatever reason, maybe somebody else used your address and put head of household, or either they feel like you didn't have the right to claim dependents. So once dependents are gone, like I told y'all, it just trips me out when people say, I'm filing head of household, and then I say, you got any dependents? No, I'm filing myself. So if that is the case, you're not head of household, you're single. So if your status is going from head of household to single automatically and you ain't changing nothing, it means that someone has probably already claimed head of household, or either the IRS made an adjustment and said you can't claim dependents, and your filing status has to be single instead of head of household. So yeah, Miss Carla, that would be something you may want to call and check in on, because you want to make sure nobody is using your address or using head of household. Okay. Okay, guys, let me see, cause some stuff jumped by me. Oh Lord, they're going so quick. Transcript NA. What do we ID verified? Okay, I'm gonna have to put it up because it's gonna make it go past me. Transcript NA, what did we ID verified? I had the delayed message, then it went to still processing without the 152. So I went to the site, verify my ID without the letter. Should we get an update or deposit on 392? Callie, did it give you that successfully verified message when you did your ID verify? If you ID verify, let me tell you, sometimes you can have your refund 2 weeks from the time you successfully verify. Sometimes it can take 6 weeks from the time you successfully verify. It all depends on how quickly, not the system, the person who is confirming that you did verify correctly puts it in the system that you have verified. It does go through a system. And when you call over the phone, this is the number one problem a lot of people have with some IRS representatives. They called, did their verification, was told they successfully verified, waited a month, then called back and was told, oh, it was never put through and we're going to do it now. And that pushed them back even further. So just know, if you can do your verification online versus over the phone, do it online so you can see that message. Okay. Let me see what you say, Key. Miss Nene, they be lying about that delayed message. They told me they were just behind, then said there was an error. Then I was being reviewed, then got audited and got a date for 3/1 the next day and had no codes on my transcript. Them agents just be saying anything. Well, Key, you already know, I told you, what you call and hear from one is not what you're gonna call and hear from the second. You will never hear the same thing when you call back to back. What one representative tell you is not going to match what the first one says. I'm just saying. And yes, it is scripted calls. So they have scripts that handle inquiries. That's why they say select the department, select who you're trying to contact. They all have their own scripts. Okay. Okay, Adrian said I had an amended return from 2019. I received the direct deposit. Is it possible that my amended return can't get through to the IRS for confirmation on this? I don't know if it's my original return amount or my amended return amount. You would be going off of the amended. Adrian, especially if in 2019 they gave it to you, you would need to do the amended. Okay. When the IRS made a mistake and reduced your refund, when do they usually send the second part of the refund? First one is due 3/2, but they did say they fixed it and coming in 2 different payments. So if they issued the first one 3/2, most likely whatever else you are due, they're gonna mail that out. So you will not get 2 deposits from them. That's not something they usually do. 3-2, if they only give you a partial, then whatever is missing is probably going to come in a paper check, the remainder. Just like when you amend. So yeah, Maricela, just know, be watching your mailbox. Because if on 3-2, let's say your refund was $3,000 and they saying, oh, we adjusted it and we could send you $1,500 on the second, then the other $1,500 will come in paper check. Okay. Brianna, yeah, baby. So you keep putting up form 866 with the HDEP. That means you have to verify that you are head of household. You have to send in documentation to prove that you are the head of household. A lot of people like to throw head of household up there and don't know you have to send in documentation and prove that you are head of household. How do you prove it? With a lease, with a utility bill, usually something from the school that shows your name with the child and that address. You have to have some kind of documentation showing that you are head of household. Head of household is the person who pays the bills. Okay. So if you're steady seeing something saying, oh, your status is changing, then that is why. Okay. What does the 570 and 971 codes mean after? Hold on, what happened? Where it went to? No, ma'am, Amber. No, it was accepted. I looked at it. I looked at it Saturday. Cody's stuff was accepted. So, like I said, I'll look into it tomorrow, but his was already accepted, baby. So no, it's not rejected or anything like that. Will a tax advocate be able to help me if my 21 days are up today and I have NA and still being processed with no tax topic? Accepted 2/7. I know you said it doesn't mean much, but as of date was 1/3, then 3/14 last Friday, and was 1/3 the same day. So Jesse, this is the thing. Y'all have to remember when you're going to tax advocates, you have to be facing a hardship in order for them to be able to open a case for you with the IRS. Meaning you have to be facing eviction, some kind of hardship, something has to be going on for them to say, yes, you can use an advocate to help get your tax refund. It has to be a hardship. I'm going to say it one more time. It has to be a hardship, guys. So you can't just call and say, oh, no, I'm trying to get an advocate because I ain't got it. That's not good enough. Tax advocates are for individuals who are in emergency situations facing hardships, and that is how you qualify. Anybody cannot get a tax advocate. You have to be facing some kind of hardship in order to qualify for that. Okay? What about sending supporting documents? When you're sending supporting documentation, Miss Valerie, like I said earlier, please, please, please make sure it is dated for 2021. So if they're asking you to send in documentation or proof of what you reported on your tax return, you cannot print out your your utility bill for January and February of this year. You can't give them the report card for the child from this semester. It all has to be dated for the tax year they are requesting. So if it's 2021, everything you send in, from the utility bill to the report cards, everything that has a date needs to say 2021 or whatever year that they're requesting. Okay. Should I what if you didn't hold on? Okay, so let me go in order. What if you didn't work all year but have dependents? Jordan, if you didn't work all year but you got kids, you will need to be doing the look back credit, and the look back is not for 2020. You will look back to 2019. Make sure that if you had no issues with 2019, that you are using the amount from line 8B. If you know, hey, I didn't get my 2019 or they adjusted something or I amended, then use the amended AGI amount, or just go and pull your transcript from 2019 and go off of what the IRS has. But Jordan, yes, you can still file and you still can get your earned income credit in CTC. You would just need to use the look back. Alicia says, should I amend if I forgot a W-2 and have a 570 code with the letter saying wages being reviewed? Alicia, yes. especially if you already see that they're trying to verify wages. Then that means because it's showing you got something that you didn't report, and they're trying to see why it's not on there. So just beat them to the punch. Go ahead and amend. Now look, y'all, you can e-file amendments. You don't have to mail them in. That is long gone. If you are amending or 2019, no, yeah, 19, 20, or 21, you can electronically file that. Electronically file y'all amended returns so it'll go ahead and begin processing that. Cut the processing time in half. So it cuts it in half from 12 to 16 weeks to 6 to 12 weeks. So if you need to amend, you need to add something, take something off, go ahead and amend, especially if you've already gotten your refund, the original refund, amend and e-file. Okay? No Tax Advocate is available until May. Marlene, that may be in your state, because I do have someone who was able to get a tax advocate. Okay. Okay, what do still processing mean with no tax topic? I already verified online a week and a half ago. Okay, Jamaya, so a week and a half ago ain't long enough, babe. Okay, so if you verified online and they said you successfully verified online, you have to allow at least 2 weeks, because once you verify your identity, it goes back into processing. I hate to say it starts over, but if you count the amount of days, it's like you're starting over. Okay. Lacey said I had got a letter from them where I had to fax something back. I faxed the document to them yesterday. How long will it take to get my refund after they get the fax? Lacey, what you had to fax back was the 8962, love. And that was marketplace insurance. And that can take anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. So I just want you to be prepared. It is possible that it could take up to 6 weeks from the time you sent that fax in. Okay? All right, guys. So I see y'all are asking what the 570 codes are, the 971 codes are. I have explained that, so I'm gonna get ready to go ahead. I messaged you. Can you explain? I don't know, but I will go. If you, Tiffany, if you put the message in my inbox, and probably told you that we will wait till tomorrow. I will see if I see it, so I can try to see if I can answer it for you tonight. If not, babe, it may be tomorrow, but I'm gonna see if I see it tonight, because I already know once I go in there, it's gonna be a lot. But I'm gonna get ready to end this live. So the individuals who are asking about the 570 and 971 and the 970 and the 420 is audit, okay? But for those other codes, the 570, the 971, all that, they are making adjustments. They are sending out letters. They changed something, whether it's for you to do or something they did. That is what those codes mean. So I'm going to end this so you guys can go back and watch it. I am going to recap for all my people who filed with me, who still need to do their state returns. I ask that you please go to your mobile apps, to the chat, and put in your county that you live in. I do need that information to file your state. Once I see the county, I will reply with your state amount and let you know that I am sending a direct deposit to the same account that you have for your federal. I'm going to be doing amended returns as well this week. I started on those actually Saturday, but I have to catch up. So I'm going to catch up on those. If you need to amend, if you filed with me, listen, this is for people who filed with me. So the states and amended returns, anyone who needs to do those, please send me a message on the chat as soon as you can, so I can try to get you in this week and get that fixed, so you won't have to worry about anything else going forward. For individuals saying, when is the next update? The next deposit, big deposit date is the 2nd. After that, it'll be the 9th. The next big update will be Saturday. So if you want to know when is the updates, when the majority of people updates, it is over the weekend on Saturdays. Okay. So just know, if you're going to check something and you're checking it constantly, check your bank accounts. Don't check your transcripts. Don't check where's my refund. Check your bank accounts. You can't crash your bank system. You can crash the IRS system. You can look at it too much and it'll lock you out your own account. Say you don't look at it too many times, you've exceeded your bank ain't gonna say that. So if you want to check something unlimited times a day, check your bank account unlimited times a day. Okay? Don't do that with where's my refund or your transcripts. And y'all, please be careful when you're pulling your transcripts, because you can pull it too much where you will cause yourself to go under review. Stop doing too much. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all have really, like Miss Nene said, and I am glad some of y'all are listening. Some of y'all will never learn. That's not my problem. For the ones who are learning that, hey, it ain't nothing I'm going to do that's going to make this stuff go quicker. Even with calling the IRS, they will tell you something. You can call back tomorrow and hear something else. Call back the later on that day and hear something else. So just know, check your refunds by checking your bank account. Okay? Because it won't say, where's my refund, won't have a date, transcript won't have a date, and your money will be sitting in your account. And you'll be sitting mad at the world the whole time you got your money. Okay? So yes, I will be doing my lives. I am back. I am back working full force, all gas, no brakes for the remainder of the season. So yeah, y'all will be hearing from me more often. Yes. I'll be trying to keep up on whatever is going on. Just making sure y'all staying calm. But y'all just know everything that's going on right now, my delayed people, if you got the delayed, let me say it. If you have it is delayed beyond normal processing, you will resequence. Most likely you will see an update Saturday for the 9th. Just be patient. You don't wait it all year to file this money. I know a lot of us have things that hey, Miss Nene, I got to get my car. I'm trying to take this trip. I'm trying to get my credit right. I'm trying to buy my house. Whatever it is you're trying to do, please show some kind of patience, because you will get rid of it just as quick as you got it if you are already spending it before it hits your hand. Okay? So I'm going to wish everyone a blessed night. I will be talking to you guys later on in the week. I just wanted to come on here really quickly, let you guys know, yes, I am back. Yes, I will be back doing my lives. And yes, I am back trying to catch up on my returns and help all my clients file their states and as well as amended returns this week. So if you need to do that and you are a client of mine, please reach out, guys, so I can try to get you taken care of. If you send it in the inbox, it is pretty late. I think it don't stop doing the messages. But I will be catching up on my inbox messages as well, because y'all got to remember I got 2 weeks worth of messages in there that I have not been able to get to, that I will be trying to get to this week. So just show patience in me getting to everyone, but I am going to get to everyone. I'm going to wish you guys a blessed night. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Look, patience. It is going to change on its own. Yeah, put something in there. It's going to change on its own. So don't get to trying to rush it yourself and like, oh, somebody don't messed up something and what's going on. And I'm going to call the IRS again and I'm going to call them again and I'm going to call them again and I'm going to call them again. Why would you want to bring that type of attention? It's the system. Them representative is going to tell you whatever they see in front of them on that screen. Meaning if it's a script saying to give you, we can't provide any information until after 21 days, or we can't provide any information, or it's in the errors department, and they're going to give you the script. Just know it'll change on its own. It'll be changing while they're talking to you, and you don't worry yourself and got yourself upset and stressing for nothing. So y'all don't stress. Just know, as long as you don't see it is being reviewed or take action, you are okay. Stop stressing yourself out for no reason at all. I'm just saying. Don't do it. Stress kills.